and the angel is a naked lolly with a fat ass. That's very relevant.
We love that.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm completely in. You got me from the beginning here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Anime Club After Dark, the podcast that delves into all things anime, manga, and otaku culture related. I'm your host, Alex, but you can call me Senpai, and joining me tonight, we have our czar of source material, John.
It's still way too early for this.
Why did I have a feeling that's what you were going to say?
Listen, we always record right when I wake up, and I fucking hate it.
We also have our chivalry of Shota's Shotaro.
You kind of smell like a baka, Aaron Yeager.
What the fuck? Is that from a doujinshi?
No, it's from a TikTok. Get with the Zoomers.
I hate it.
Okay.
I
hate it too. I hate it so much.
Sussy baka.
I mean, yes, Sussy baka. I mean, I hated it already because it was an Attack on Titan reference, but you just made it even worse.
You clearly don't smell like a baka.
No, I don't. I actually bathe, unlike a lot of weebs.
I don't know about that.
Go to a convention and tell me I'm wrong.
Listen. You right?
Anyway. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, so the three of us have gotten together tonight because we are coming up on the end of the summer season, so that means it is time for us to talk about the stuff we are looking forward to, or not looking forward to, coming up this fall. So we are doing the fall 2021 preview. So since this has come up in like some comments that have been left on like our YouTube channel and whatnot before, we don't actually record our preview episodes like the week before the season starts, even though that's when we send them out. So we're actually recording this on the 15th of September. So in the next couple of weeks before the season starts, there may be some stuff we talk about that changes. Don't hate us for it. It's just what we're going to talk about tonight is accurate, at least as far as we can tell as of the time we recorded this. So I just wanted to address that since that's come up recently in a couple of our preview episodes. Anyway, I'm going to get started with our in-depth portion, which we usually do first. So the first anime I want to talk about coming out next season is Komi Can't Communicate.
No.
John, before you shit on it.
Komi communism, man.
Yeah, I love the fact. So yeah, there was an article that was written in Japanese for it, and Google automatically translated the title as, instead of Komi Can't Communicate, it was Komi Has Communism.
That would probably be a more interesting anime.
I mean, I'd still watch it.
I think it's because the actual title is like communique something. It's like some weird Japanglish that means communication problem.
Yeah. But anyway, so before John shits on it, because he shit on it before, I read the manga this is based on. I love it because it's cute, it's wholesome, and I love the character of Komi. I know that not a lot happens in this. I mean, it's a slice of life. It's essentially a romance / slice of life. Not a lot happens in it. I know that. But, John, you have to admit, this is one of those manga out there that, like a couple of other things that have come out this year, people were, propagating that meme. Anime never.
Yeah, like, first of all, Komi, I don't like it because I don't like the main character. I think the entire story is stupid. I think all the students who fawn over Komi are fucking stupid. And normally I love crap like this, alright? I don't know what it is about Komi Can't Communicate. I just don't like it. Secondly, I definitely never thought I was going to get an anime because I knew it was popular, but I've seen a lot more popular manga that have not been adapted yet. So I was hoping they'd adapt something better than Komi-san. So.
Wow. But yeah, like there's been a couple of anime like that have come out this year that were based on manga that a lot of people thought were never going to get anime, like Jahi, which is airing right now. is another one of those anime.
For all the hype that this anime is getting, or the manga has had, the actual production quality of the anime looks kind of very generic. Like, it doesn't look like it looks like something to sell the manga. It doesn't look like something that they actually are trying.
Okay, but hear me out. The manga itself is very generic.
I mean,
Yeah, but
he's got a
that's
point.
no excuse.
So I would like to point out this is being done by a studio called OLM. Recently, they worked on an anime called Odd Taxi, which was sort of a, I guess, a sleeper hit from earlier this year. They're also the studio behind an anime that John is going to be talking about later called Restaurant to Another World.
They're also the studio behind Pokemon.
Yes. So I mean, when I heard that this was getting an anime adaptation, there was a spot in the back of my mind that said like, fucking, oh god, now the name of it has left me. K-On!
K-On?
The studio that did K-On!
OLM?
My god, why can't I think of the name?
Kill Annie, you dumbass!
KyoAni! Thank you, KyoAni. When they first announced that it was getting an anime adaptation, I was like, KyoAni, because I think like this would be perfect for them.
I might actually watch this if KyoAni did it.
See,
But I'm not watching Pokemon romance. We're not into bestiality.
oh,
Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm personally looking forward to it because I actually really enjoy the manga, and I just think it's wholesome and cute. That's just me. I can certainly understand a lot of people's criticisms of Komi, though. Like, I've heard quite a bit of them, and I can certainly understand almost all of them that I've heard.
oh my god! In the trailer, they do the Komi cat ears. Oh,
Yes, they do.
oh, the Komi cat ears.
They're trying to get you, man.
Well, I like the music, so
Oh.
I'm gonna watch it. Despite my hatred, it's not a hatred. Despite my dislike of the manga, because it's, again, I don't find anything about it enjoyable. I do like the music, and I mean, this is like, I like this slice of life romance type of shit. So there's nothing about this that I shouldn't like. I just don't like the manga. Maybe I'll like the anime a lot better because the music's doing it for me. I like it. I like this music.
So one thing about it I did definitely want to talk about is it seems like that this might be the anime that breaks the Netflix curse. So Netflix has licensed Komi for both
R.I.P.
For broadcast inside and outside of Japan. So it's obviously going to be airing week to week within Japan. However, the most recent Netflix trailer has a little text blurb at the end where it says only on Netflix, weekly releases start October 21st outside Japan. So if I'm reading this correctly, and this is the official Netflix trailer, this isn't some bootleg or anything, Netflix is saying that they are going to release this weekly on Netflix outside Japan roughly 3 weeks after the broadcast starts in Japan.
Huh. That's weird.
So this might be the first anime that breaks the Netflix curse. I know there's another Netflix anime that I think Show is going to be talking about later called Blue Period, which seems that they might do the same thing.
Not that. I don't trust Netflix.
I wanted to point this out that I mean, on Netflix's own official trailer, they are saying that weekly releases will start on October 21st outside Japan.
I'll believe it when I see it, honey.
I will too. But if this is true, I mean, this is kind of what a lot of anime fans, myself in particular, have really been kind of asking for from Netflix for a while. Like, I don't like the fact that it starts on, if it's going to start outside Japan weekly, 3 weeks after it starts in Japan, I can live with that. The fact is, like, Netflix waiting 3, 4, 5, 6 months and then releasing the whole thing after the fact on Netflix, I'd rather them do it this way than that.
For sure.
But we'll have to see. I'm certainly looking forward to it either way. But that's all I got for Komi. So, John, what do you got?
All right, boys. Sit the fuck down and buckle the fuckle up because Mushoku Tensei Season 2 is finally upon us. So,
Jobless reincarnation, baby.
so when was this supposed to originally air? In the summer, right?
Yeah, I think it was the original plan was for it to air back to back with its first core.
Oh, was it actually supposed to be back to back with the first core? Because it came out in
I
spring,
think,
right?
Or maybe there was going to be a 1 season break because no. So it came out in the winter this year, right? And then it was going to have a 1 season break, and then in the summer they were going to have the second half of it. But then they moved that back to the fall.
Yeah, so
That was the original plan.
and I don't even think it was supposed to be a break. I think it was supposed to be like 1 core, 2 core with no break. But because of the crazy times we're living in, like I'm not surprised it got pushed back. I do remember that the studio that's doing it, Studio Bind, which was who is Studio Bind again? It's a combination between
They were created specifically to make this anime.
yeah,
Not those.
aren't they White Fox?
Yeah, it was spun off from a bunch of people who worked at White Fox. Yes.
Yeah, it's White Fox and like Egg Firm combining to make their own studio to just make Mushoku Tensei. So the animation still looks pretty solid. I don't know what else I can really say about this without spoiling it. Well, because all right, first of all, as everyone's known, this is like the very first web novel I ever fucking finished reading. So I know everything that's going to happen in the story.
Shit.
So, like, it's still fresh in my mind exactly what's happening. And season 1 leaves us off on a pseudo cliffhanger, not really a cliffhanger. I don't think people are going to like part 2 very much because...
I was about to say, I have a feeling I'm not going to like part 2. It's just that whenever there's like a semi-decent season 1, season 2 always disappoints. So.
Well, because it's probably going to be another cliffhanger.
Oh.
To be completely
I don't mind a
honest.
cliffhanger.
Well, Studio Bind has said that they're committed to the long haul for this, and it's going to eventually be a complete adaptation.
Yeah,
so
baby, 6 seasons in a
nice.
movie.
Girl, with this production quality, that many seasons, someone's going bankrupt.
I don't know. The producer Egg Firm has quite a lot of money behind it, so I don't doubt that they'd probably produce this up to season 3, maybe even a 4, but I feel like it's going to get the Attack on Titan treatment where after 3 seasons, they're just going to kick it away and be like, we don't want to fucking do this anymore. And some asshole like studio is going to pick it up to try to finish it off, and everyone's going to hate it online.
Mm-hmm.
But
all the good old days.
so the entire cast is returning.
You really want to talk about it, but you don't want to.
Yeah, because God. So this part of the storyline I think is actually pretty interesting. It's definitely not as slice of life as season 1 was.
I've been told by some people that there's more world building in this second part than there was in the first part.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton of world building because it's basically gonna be Rudy. So we were left off of Rudy and Eris being teleported to the Demon Continent, and they meet Rujard.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. The Supard guy, the green-haired guy, who's like
Rujetsupedia.
yeah, Zaendo.
Dead Endo.
Dead Endo. So they're basically going to be exploring the Demon Continent and just like exploring the world, and it's actually pretty cool. God, there's a specific scene that I'm thinking about that I want to talk about, but I can't because it's a twist and it's really good.
Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die.
Who knows? Anyway, it's gonna air starting on October 3rd. Music's still pretty solid. They still, I really hope that they keep that whole intertwining the opening song with like the anime actually opening up.
Yes, I love that about the first part. I really hope they
instead of
keep
having
doing
like
that.
a dedicated minute 30-second of like the same fucking opening, it's literally just an opening song overlaid over like the actual anime playing. Like there's story stuff going on, and it's actually really cool. I like it.
Almost like an interstitial song. Like they did that in Grimgar too, and I really like that.
Yeah, because it's like a continuous flow of a story continually moving.
Yeah.
And before Demon Slayer decided they were gonna fucking appear, it was Mushoku Tensei was the #1 most anticipated for fall 2021. So, whatever, you know.
Yeah, just decided to make its appearance. Like, well, here we are. Move everyone down a peg. I think it's also fair to say that once this is over, at least John and I don't know about show, but John and I will definitely be doing another spoiler cast for it.
Was I on the first? I was on the first one.
You were on the first
I'll
one.
do the
I guess
second one. Not you. Preemptively
I guess it might depend on.
me.
You might absolutely hate it. You might absolutely hate
Then
it.
that's why you would be on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I would be on it.
He would have to express
say,
his hate.
fuck you, you're all wrong. Let me tell you why you're wrong.
My only concern with season 2 is that, like in season 1, they do yada yada over a lot of minor things that, again, it doesn't really detract from the main story, but it's stuff that I care a lot about. Like, there's a lot
I think your fear is that they're going to actually try to bring that up again later, and people are going to be like, what? When was this talked about?
Oh, no.
Well, no, they wouldn't. The stuff that they skipped wouldn't be important things that reoccur. It's more just character building stuff that I was more concerned about, because a lot of people don't like the main character Rudy because he's a perverted piece of shit. but he's voiced by Sugita, guys. Come on.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that, at least from what I saw in the first season, there are actually some really good voice acting in this so far.
Yeah, Daisuke Namikawa, freaking Ai Kayano. Those are the only two I know.
No, I've just generally just been enjoying Mushoku Tensei as in general. Like, I love it so far. I hope they keep up that same energy going forward.
I can't tell from the preview because it's literally everything that happens in the trailer preview is like something that's going to come out from the first episode. So there's not much to go on here. But considering the pacing of season 1 and the fact that this season 2 is going to be also 12 episodes, I have a pretty good idea where they're going to end it. And yeah, I just be prepared for cliffhangers.
All right. Show, what do you got for us?
Oh, I'm going to talk about Platinum End, which is a really hype manga that's being adapted into an anime. The manga was written by the same author as Death Note. I don't know his name, but he wrote both Death Note and Platinum End. So just by that piece of knowledge alone, I'm hyped for Platinum End because Death Note was like arguably the best anime ever. It's like such a genre or such a medium changing anime. Everybody's seen it. We love it.
By the way, the mangaka's name is Sugimi Oba.
We love that. We love Sugi Oba. So for Platinum End, the premise is that the main character is a high school guy, of course, gets gifted supernatural powers by an angel and the angel is a naked lolly with a fat ass. That's very relevant.
We love that.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm completely in. You got me from the beginning here.
He uses those powers to do a battle royale with all the other high school boys who got powers. I'm assuming they're all high school boys, of course. This is like shonen, and that's the premise. The premise doesn't sound that great. I'll be honest. If I didn't know that Sugi Oba was the original creator of this, then this would seem like trash. Also, the premise is very similar to Code Geass with C2. And C2 is also very sexual.
You're skipping over a very important part.
What? He
fucking combines with the angel and becomes a mech. Come on.
Not this. Yeah. I didn't know that. It's the spoilers for me.
It's in the trailer.
That's horrible. I hate it here. So it is literally Code Geass.
Yeah, no, there's mechs and shit. But I was going to say the premise reminds me of fucking Mirai Nikki, right? Like,
yeah, so I've heard people say that the premise of the manga is essentially Mirai Nikki meets Code Geass.
Which is interesting because I always hear people comparing Death Note to Code Geass, and I never saw the relation.
I also hear that, and I don't understand it either.
I've heard that too. Like, what the fuck?
Why is everyone like comparing them. I don't understand. But apparently this is why, because Platinum End is the bridge. It's the bridge between the two shows.
It makes it canon. They both happen in the same universe.
Exactly.
It's also worth mentioning, I think, that the Platinum End manga, which this is going to be based on, has finished. So I don't know if this is going to be a complete adaptation or not.
How many episodes? It's 24 episodes. It might... I don't know. You do the math. You do the chapter to episode calculation.
Well, the manga has 58 chapters.
So that's 2 chapters an episode, honey.
I mean, I could see it happening.
I like that their opening song is going to be Sense by Bandmade. I love Bandmade. So, I'm pretty... Alright, first of all, they've got mech suits. Okay, I fucking love that.
They have a loli with a fat ass.
A loli with a fat ass. I like the music.
So, I had to say that because in the preview to the show, like, there's a zoom in on her ass, and then the main character is like, an angel.
Oh my god.
Like,
exactly
right after
like
the
Code
zoom in on her
Geass.
ass, he's like,
The
oh,
fucking-
it's an angel.
Like in Code Geass with that weird angle where Lelouch is being talked to by Karen, and then it does an upskirt ass shot of her for some reason.
Girl, I swear, if
love
I
it.
saw the preview to Kogiyasu before it came out, I would be like, this is trash. This is ecchi harem trash.
I know.
So, you know,
Well-
this could be trash, or it could be good, but I'm hoping it's good.
I'll be watching.
It has a lot of red flags, I'm not gonna lie. But we
I will
can
say,
hope for the
you know,
best.
you can tell by the character designs alone, I think, that this is definitely the same person who did Death Note.
The emo hair swoop?
Yeah.
Yes.
We love an emo hair swoop.
The only thing I wish that they would do is hand draw the fucking suits that they have. Like there's not really. God, what is it? They're not really mecha suits. They're Power Rangers.
Super Sentai?
Yeah, Super Sentai.
Ultraman?
Yeah. They're Super Sentai suits, and they're having a battle royale in Super Sentai suits.
Oh, God.
I love
Oh,
it.
no.
This is so
That just
stupid.
reminds me
I
of
love
the
it.
one character. That just reminds me of the one character from Mirai Nikki who was like a fucking Power Ranger.
You mean
Oh,
the
I love
fucking-
that guy. Is that
the
the guy with, like, the
weirdo-
full bodysuit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, is that what he thrusted for justice?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. Iconic.
I'll be watching it though. I'm interested to see where this goes because I haven't read the manga.
This is super weird though. Like Super Sentai Battle Royale, Death Note esque, fucking Mirai Nikki esque slash Code Geass. Like, what is this? What is this? Throw everything at the fucking wall that's been popular in the last 20 years and see what sticks kind of shit.
Yeah. Hey, for all we know, it
Literally.
might work, man.
I mean, I'm hooked. I don't care. I'm gonna give it the 3-episode treatment. So,
All you had to say was Loli and I was there.
oh god.
I mean, I don't know. I say she's a lolly because she's flat and short. And
How
naked.
fucking prejudice of you.
What? I don't know.
Not everyone who's flat-chested and short is a Loli show.
Arguable.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. All right, so I guess I'll go with my second one. So I want to talk about Takt Oba's Destiny. So this is an anime that was announced earlier this year, as a matter of fact, at MAPPA's like big event. It was the same event where they announced the Chainsaw Man. Well, they didn't announce Chainsaw Man anime. They premiered the first trailer for the Chainsaw Man anime at that event. But this was also announced there. This is a co-production between MAPPA and Madhouse. And the premise of the story is essentially that it's sort of a dystopian-esque story where it's a world where music doesn't exist anymore. And so music is going to be playing a really big part in the story itself. And that's pretty much all I know. It's like it looks kind of edgy. It looks super edgy, to be perfectly honest. And somehow they're supposed to be fighting with music. I don't know how that works in real life, but it looks cool. Also worth mentioning that the source, this technically isn't an anime original, even though it sort of seems like it. So it's based on a multimedia project a lot in the same way that back in the day Mukaku City Actors was. So there's really it's about the music. I'm really curious to see what kind of a story they're gonna go along with for it, because I've seen projects like this before, and story takes a huge backseat to the music.
It looks like trash from the preview, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I also am not hyped for the anime. Just looking at the preview, first of all, main character dude has one arm and he has a fucking conductor's
Oh my god, yeah. I can't deal with that. I'm sorry.
Wow, just the fucking ableism showing here, I see.
It's not that it's ableist, it's that I feel like it's like what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Token. It's a tokenistic. It's like, oh, he's unique because he doesn't have an arm. I don't think they're gonna make it like actually interesting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely he lost his arm because battle against weird monsters took his arm, and now he needs to harness the power of music and this weird girl that has the power of music to defeat the forces of evil, the non-music. Woo! Like whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, fair enough. It's Mappa, and I know Mappa's been on a roll recently, so I was gonna check it out. Especially, the music might be good. I mean, to be fair, the music might be really good. Everything else about it might be shit, but the music might be awesome.
Yeah, I have a feeling the music's gonna be shit too. Who is the soundtrack?
Oh,
so there's a bunch of different people who have been brought in to work on the music. They have like Supercell is working on it. Ryo, Mafu.
Okay.
There's a lot of people here listed under like music, which makes sense. If music is going to be a huge part of the actual story, that they'd bring a bunch of actual musicians on board to work on the music.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot on just based on the music alone. I'm not going to go into this expecting like a crazy good story. I'm just going to go in expecting to hear good music.
I don't know if those expectations will be met, but good luck.
I mean,
yeah, I don't think
it's
so
certainly
either,
possible. I live in hope. I live in hope that this just brings us one step closer to Chainsaw Man. I'm so fucking hyped for Chainsaw Man. You have no idea.
Yeah, Chainsaw
Anyway.
anime when? When is it announced? Next year?
2022 at some point.
I'm going to go with summer 2022.
I'm thinking it's going to be either spring or summer. But anyway, that's all I got for Tech Opus Destiny. I mean, the only other thing I will say is that its start date is October 6th. So there we go. I also don't think a streamer outside of Japan has been announced yet. So I got nothing to say about that either.
I mean, I don't know why anyone would pick it up, but...
Wow, fuck you. Anyway, John, what do you got for us next?
Oh, man. Let's talk about the world's best assassin. So, to no one's surprise, this is a isekai.
Shocking.
About a man who is the world's best assassin, and he comes from Earth, and he dies as an old man, and then the goddess of another world reincarnates him and says, hey, so I need you to go kill the fucking hero. And that's the premise.
Hold on. I just realized. So the source of this is a light novel. Which, do you read it?
I read the web novel, yes, and I continue to read the manga.
Do you know who writes it?
No.
It is the same guy who wrote what was the one earlier this year that everyone hated? Redo of Healer.
Oh my god, it's the redo of
It is the same writer. It is the exact same writer.
I'm not surprised.
That is hilarious. It could be... It's like not lewd at all in comparison. What the fuck?
How's it not lewd? Oh, it's definitely a harem though.
Yeah, World Assassin is definitely a harem, but it's
just
definitely
not
like
explicit.
it's not rapey.
It's a PG version of Redo of Healer.
That's hilarious. I actually did. Oh, he also writes for the other ones I read. Huh. They look completely... There's no fucking way it's the same guy. What? This is some bullshit.
That's what it says. I'm looking at it right now, and that's what it says. It says he created the story.
I will say that for a light novel protagonist, he does not look generic. So that's great. He doesn't have like the brown hair, brown eyes, generic face.
Because
Looks like stick art. No, he's his own person, so we stand that. Although from the preview, the like quality of the art or the art style is just not my type. It looks a bit.
I just when I
low
looked at the
quality.
staff roles down here and I saw that guy, I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way. But it is. It's the same guy.
Okay, but I think everyone's failing to understand. The main premise is that this man gets reincarnated because the goddess says, hey, I need you to kill the hero.
Now, is he supposed to murder the hero or murder that ass?
He's gonna murder the hero. But it's funny.
While
so
murdering
the
that
goddess
ass.
is like, hey, so there's gonna be a hero and we need to keep him alive until he kills the demon lord, but after that you're gonna have to kill him because he's gonna go crazy with power and try to destroy the world. So the guy's like, okay, I guess, so that he grows up in a family that's like assassins, and that's literally it. It's just action based, and it's like I'm gonna kill the hero with cannons and guns instead of magic.
Interesting. Oh. I was going to say that's an interesting premise, but I actually don't think that. Never mind.
I like the I like the actual official English title for this. It's The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat.
Yeah, I don't know why the official title is that, I guess, but I just call it World's Best Assassin because it's what I've known it as forever. So, I don't think it looks that great, honestly, either in the preview. Like, I know that there's action sequences and stuff in it, but it's pretty rare for the action sequences to even last very long. It's not very action oriented, but it definitely does have action in it. It's more about like drama, in my opinion. But I just thought I picked it up because I thought it was funny, where it's like, hey, I need you to go kill the hero, and I was like, hey, I've never seen this before. Let's go kill the hero with guns.
Gun Gale Online.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing.
I hate it.
No, an isekai. Well, I guess we were talking about how Sao is kind of an isekai. It's not. SAO
It's not
is not
really,
fucking
but it
isekai.
kind of is comparable to Isekai, I think. I don't know. It occupies that, like, trapped in a game and Isekai are two different things. But
Anyway,
I know a lot of people
so
try to
the
compare.
studio
Anyway,
doing
yeah.
it is what? Silverlink and Studio Palette. Again, not a lot of high hopes for it to look good.
What has Silverlink done recently that's actually looked good? I mean, Jahi.
Yeah, but like,
That looks pretty good.
I don't know. To me, it's like A1, where it's like, yeah, it's not bad looking, but it's not amazing. You know, it's like definitely not Kill Annie levels of crazy good or Madhouse.
Yeah.
Well, Madhouse is kind of a crapshoot lately, but I just
Yeah,
wanted
Madhouse is like a fucking roll the dice recently. Is it going to be good or is it going to be not good? Who knows? Let's roll the dice and find out. Roll for initiative and find out, boys.
I still can't get over the fact that Redo of Healer's writer is the same guy, because now that I'm looking at all the other things that he writes, all of them are so different from each other. I read all these mangas that he's written. Oh my god. And they're all completely different. Redo of Healer is completely different from the rest of these. Even Slime Tensei.
The funny thing is he has said that he wants to write something that's far more lewd than Redo of Healer.
I hate it.
This is
I'm
so
just
nuts to
thinking
me.
to myself, how do you do something? How do you write something more lewd than rape? Where do you go from there?
This is just so weird. Huh.
Anyway, yeah, I'll be honest with you, John. Probably not gonna check this out.
I don't blame anyone for not checking it out. Like, I know this, it doesn't seem very appealing. Again, it's more about the political intrigue and funny story about how he's gonna assassinate a hero with guns in a world full
Glad
of
you find that
magic.
funny.
In a world full of magic, he's gonna kill him with a fucking tank.
I mean, to be
Guys,
fair,
put the wands away. Get the Glocks.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
be fair, like guns are probably more efficient than magic.
You think?
That's all I got.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
All right, show what you got.
So I got this anime called Heike Monogatari. I'm probably mispronouncing that. So it's
Not part of the Monogatari series.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the Monogatari series. Monogatari means story. Okay, a very generic word. It's not trademarked by Nishio Isin. Is that his name? This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, this show is being produced by Science Saru, which are the geniuses behind Devilman Crybaby and Ping Pong the Animation. Beautiful show, or amazing shows, which you should watch because they're good. And this one's going to be based on a book, like a full novel. And it's a historical show about this young, like maybe 10-year-old girl in the feudal era of Japan, and she's blind, and she is a prophet, and it's just basically like a drama about how she gets involved with these warring clans, and it's the politics of the war happening. There's not a lot of like actual fighting. It's mostly like 90% political. And I am not into feudal Japan setting because there's just so much anime about feudal Japan and they're all trash. And I hate it and I'm burnt out of it. But this looks really, really polished. It looks like it's very I would say seinen. Like it looks like it's trying to target a more mature audience. Like the visuals themselves, they're very Western. Like they remind me of Disney, and it just seems like it's going to be a very mature show with a lot of intelligent themes. So I'm interested in seeing how this goes. I'm interested in massaging my very smooth brain.
Wait, this is being directed by Naoko Yamada. I'm fucking sold. Damn. I that's all you had to say, and I was gonna be sold.
Who's she?
I don't know.
She is the director of K-On!
Not that. This has nothing to do with K-On!
Tamako Market. She also did some of Sound Euphonium, and
this is like
a couple.
This is like nothing like those shows. This is not a cutesy show. This is like,
I know that, but I'm just saying that's all you had to say was she directed it, and I was gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
Also, I'm looking at the trailer. The trailer actually looks really good.
Reminds me of Ghibli. Like
it does.
It does.
Ghibli is based on Disney, so I can see how you have those vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be streaming on Funimation. Ugh. Why?
Disgusting.
We support legal streams.
Yeah, just not Funimation. No, I'm just
not
kidding.
That.
I don't know. Funi's player is probably better than Crunchyroll's, to be honest. So.
Is it?
The mobile one?
That's a stretch.
The mobile one?
Oh, maybe mobile, maybe.
Not mobile. We don't talk about
Crunchyroll.
mobile.
Crunchyroll mobile is like
we don't talk
the
about
bottom
mobile.
of the barrel.
I thought you meant like the browser-based stuff. I was like, wait a minute.
Didn't we rank these? I swear to God, we did.
Yeah,
this.
we did earlier this year. We did a thing where we like reviewed auto streaming services.
That's right. Get your money's worth.
That's right. And go check that out if you haven't seen it. I'll definitely give this a shot, though. I had no idea. I didn't even go this far down in the list.
It's the way no one's gonna. This is very much like Rakugo, when no one's gonna watch it, but it's like a really good show.
Probably, and it's an ONA. Wow. Okay.
Directly to Funny. They're sending the goods directly to
it says
Funny.
episode 2.
Hmm.
I think this has actually already started airing, even though this is listed as a fall anime. Weird, because it says episode 2 coming out in 6 days.
It says.
I mean,
Funny
it is listed as a fall anime.
Yeah, Funny is streaming it in advance.
Wow, Funny in the future here. Okay.
Funny in the future.
Anyway, I I guess I can go on to the third one I want to talk about for my in-depth portion. So the last one I want to talk about in-depth is an anthology series coming out that I'm sure many of you have heard of. It's called Star Wars Visions.
Boo.
So this was announced I think late last year, as a matter of fact. So it's finally coming out this season.
So which is actually
it's
actually funny because that's also produced by the same person, Science Saru.
Well, no, it's one of many studios
it's one of many
working on it. But this is, whether you want to look at this as a positive or a negative thing, it is going to be streaming exclusively on Disney Plus because it is a Star Wars property. And it is an anime anthology series, kind of like how they did the Marvel anthology anime a few years back. They also did the Animatrix is another really good anime anthology series. It was done, and it's going to be sort of in that same vein. It's going to be essentially 9 short films, all set within the Star Wars universe. Each one is being done by a different studio. And then there are a couple of studios that have done 2 different episodes. Studio Trigger is doing 2 episodes, and Science Saru is doing 2 episodes. I do want to point out that of the 2 that are being done by Trigger, one is being done by my boy Hiroyuki Imaishi, and the other one is being done by Masahiko Otsuka. That name might not mean a lot to you guys, but it's someone who's been in the anime industry for a very long time, and this is his swan song. This is the final anime he is going to be working on before his retirement. It's appropriately called The Elder. That's the name of that short film that he worked on. I'm personally looking forward to this. I've been a Star Wars fan for a very long time. I have said, actually, in an episode of the podcast where we talked about Western properties that could be adapted into anime, one of the things I mentioned was Star Wars, and this is a good taste of that we're getting. I'm looking forward to it. The trailer looks awesome. Also, one of the Trigger ones that they're doing, the main character literally looks like Leo from Premiere.
Boo!
I'm just putting that out.
Boo!
So the other studios that are working on this, so we have Kamikaze Doga, we have Juno Studio Colorido, Trigger, as I mentioned, Kinema Citrus, Science Saru, as I mentioned before, and we also have Production IG. So I think, I don't know for a fact, because I don't think it's been announced yet. I think this is going to essentially be released all all at once on Disney Plus when it comes out. I don't think there's going to be a new short film every week. I could be wrong about that. As far as I was able to tell, nothing's been officially announced regarding that, but we shall see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's actually going to premiere if it's coming out all at once, it's all going to premiere on September 22nd, which is actually a week before the start of the fall season, even though it's listed as a fall anime. If not, then I guess it'll premiere week to week. I'm hype. Do either of you even care about it?
I like Star
hate
Wars.
Star Wars.
Right? I obviously love Star Wars because I've seen every single movie, as you all know.
Haven't. You lie. You lie as you breathe.
You know my opinion about Triggers. Lately, they've produced just a bunch of shitty animes. So, remake of KOTOR, but okay.
Hey, Knights of the Old Republic is really good. I'd love to see an anime adaptation of that.
I don't know, man. I'll give it a shot just because, I do like some Disney properties. I love Clone Wars, or not Clone Wars. Star Wars Battlefront. I love those games. The original ones, not the remake. I haven't played the remake. And I did like the Clone Wars cartoon with that Gendy made. Basically, it was Samurai Jack, but Star Wars. It was awesome. And then I did like Mandalorian too, though. I don't know.
Yeah, the Mandalorian was really good, or is really good.
There's a lot of Star Wars properties I like, but the main movies themselves I don't care for.
Not that.
It's the spin-off stuff is awesome, but the actual Star Wars stuff I don't care about. So
I think if you've never actually played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I highly recommend it. I think you'd enjoy it.
It's just I feel like most anime properties based on Western IPs tend to be trash, but this actually has a lot of production behind it, so I don't know.
And it's got Disney money.
That's true.
Yeah, it's got Disney money. That's the most important part. Because I definitely would agree. Like, remember when Marvel was like doing their whole cinematic universe thing, so they kept getting anime spin-offs? Remember that?
Yeah.
Trash. Honey garbage.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that was hearing the voice actor behind Dio do Deadpool. That was good.
I don't know how I'd like that, because Deadpool to me will always be Ryan Reynolds. So
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, that's coming out. I'm super hyped for it. It can't be any worse than The Last Jedi. It has a very low bar to jump over.
Okay, we get an internet. You hate The Last Jedi. SJW pandering, blah blah blah. Get over it. No one cares.
Is that the one?
I would like for it to subvert my expectations
You
and
know
not
what?
exist.
I'm not gonna even.
I don't even want to talk about this. Too many people have bitched about The Last Jedi. I don't even care.
Anyway, John.
All right. So, for my last in-depth one, I want to talk about Paladin of the End, or I think, yeah, the official title is Paladin of the End. I've always known it as Faraway Paladin, because it's Saihate Paladin. Saihate no Paladin. This is going to be done by Studio Children's Playground Entertainment.
Okay.
Wow.
They've literally only made one anime, so shit, man. I don't know, and I've never even heard of this Hatena Illusion, comedy, romance, supernatural, ecchi. What the fuck is this? It looks like it's made for kids. Oh god, it's got a really low score in Mal.
Well, I mean, it's called what? Children's Playground Entertainment, so maybe it should look like it's for kids.
They're actually doing another anime that I was going to talk about that in the quickfire round, but the trailer doesn't look good, to be honest.
You don't like it?
No. Well, because the trailer is focusing on... Oh, God, how do I talk about this without spoiling? So I read this...
Oh god,
Again.
what are these demonic creatures in the fucking trailer? What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. They're important. They're his parents. So,
Makes sense.
Paladin of the End, I actually think is very interesting of a read. It's not your typical, like, OPMC. I really like watching the main character travel around and, like, explore the world, and the world itself isn't just like he solves all his problems by steamrolling them. There's actual consequences to what he does, and I think it's a very intriguing story.
Is this an isekai?
No, not an isekai.
Oh, thank God.
It's a fantasy,
Okay.
I think.
Why does it have the isekai tag, John?
Because technically, I guess it's an isekai, but it has nothing to do
God
with
damn
isekai.
it.
He doesn't
Is
bring
it?
his powers over.
That's not even in the premise.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
It just had the isekai tag, and I'm like, I don't see anything isekai in this trailer.
I don't see an isekai tag on here. Are you looking on Mal or Annie Chart?
I'm on any chart.
Of course, you're on Andy Chart.
Of course, you're on Annie Chart. I'm on Mal. That's why I was like,
Yeah, we're
I don't remember there
Master
being.
Race.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I don't think there is isekai in it because, as far as I know, Will doesn't have any.
He's a natural born human.
I mean, I guess technically it's an isekai. He gets born in a ruined city that and
No.
he gets raised by monsters.
That
so I
does
guess.
not count. No.
I mean,
the
Ruby
same
in
world.
Mushoku Tensei gets born into a new world.
No, stop.
You know what?
I'm just...
I guess technically it's an isekai because he does technically come from a different world.
I hate it here. Are there not humans in this world?
Maybe. I don't know.
I
You gotta have to watch it.
God damn it, John.
Speaking of that, as someone who has not read the novel, the premise looks really cool. Just like a baby boy being raised by all these undead creatures and then becoming a paladin. That sounds like a cool premise. I'm just not going to watch it because the MC, I don't like the character design for the MC, but I will say that the art style itself is pretty nice. It's pretty high quality.
I actually don't think it looks that nice, but like I
Not
said,
nice.
I like the source material, so that's why I'm giving it a shot to watch it. I just hope that I wonder how slow they're gonna go, because like he's obviously it's called Paladin of the End or the Faraway Paladin, and it's because he gets raised in a ruined city by monsters, and then he travels the world as a paladin, which is kind of cool, like Paladin, I really, it's very
Silence.
because it's hard to explain how to be hyped for this show without spoiling the story. It's really story heavy, so don't expect a lot of action. Not to say there isn't action, there definitely is, but it's very story heavy.
If you want that thick plot, then you should watch
Thick.
Paladin.
Thick plot.
All right. Show. What you got for your last in-depth here?
I've saw this anime called Deep Insanity: The Lost Child.
So it's your autobiography?
And I hate you.
I'm sorry.
I hate you. And I thought it was interesting. I don't think it's that popular at all, but it looks very interesting. So I don't know why it's called Deep Insanity: The Lost Child either, because none of those words have anything to do with the plot. So the plot is that there's this world thing let's just say there's a hole in the ground in Antarctica, and in the hole in the ground there's a whole world, and they have to go discover it and like find all the things that are in the world, very similar to Made in Abyss except in Antarctica. And there's also this like human killing illness that's originating from the hole in Antarctica. That alone is an interesting premise. I mean, I love the premise for Made in Abyss too. But also from the preview, the animation and production value seems really good. So I am definitely looking forward for some really beautiful animation from this, especially because the setting for Antarctica lends a good opportunity for really cool animation. So we want to see some beautiful ice. Show me that ice, honey. Show me those wrists on Icicle.
So is it essentially like The Thing, except the anime?
Not The Thing. I was okay before this podcast started. I was trying to think of that dystopian horror movie where there was this like infestation, and then at the end they went to Antarctica, but I don't remember it. Anyways, it's not The Thing, and we hate The Thing.
What? No, The Thing is awesome.
We hate The Thing. It's old, isn't it?
Yes, but it's got
we hate the oldies.
God, no.
How dare you
Keith,
hate?
It's got Keith fucking David in it. Jesus Christ.
We hate the
Yeah,
Keith,
we're talking about
and
the
we
Carpenter
hate the
version,
David.
right? Not the remake.
Yeah, the Carpenter version.
I guess it wasn't a remake; it was a prequel, right?
Yeah, you talking about the one that came out a few years ago?
It's been a couple more than a few years ago.
Well,
now,
okay,
but...
about 20 years ago. Yes, that was a prequel. Yes.
Yeah, I remember
it
watching
sucked.
these. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool they kept continuity, but there's a lot of questions I had after watching it, and then also John Carpenter's. Because again, this is the problem. I talk about this so much, but practical effects over like actual like CGI. So practical effects with the original thing with John Carpenter's that fucking mecha suit where it has the thing. It's so fucking cool.
Yes, and it still looks good.
Anyway, yeah, this is kind of. I don't know. There's not a lot to go on here, but it's being produced by Square Enix, which is like, okay, question mark?
It
This
is.
is like based on a game?
No, it's original actually.
It's an anime original.
There's a lot of
weird.
originals this season.
There is a prequel manga that is like gonna be publishing alongside of it, but it is an anime original story.
Honey, she's here for the visuals.
I mean, with an edgy name like Deep Insanity: The Lost
Yeah, that
Child.
is. The name is so dumb. I hate it.
It's so edgy.
I think it needs one or the other, not both. It should be called Deep Insanity or The Lost Child, not both.
Yeah, and there's like nothing I'm gleaming from the PV to like get excited about other than it's a dude walking through Antarctica.
Yeah, but come on, Antarctica. I like Antarctica. Don't you want a penguin?
I mean,
There's
penguins are cute.
You can find penguins in like South America, man.
But are they anime?
Not
penguins?
emperor penguins.
Yeah, but I'm just saying penguins are not exclusive to Antarctica.
Yeah, but Antarctic penguins are cuter.
Okay, fair.
Ha!
I win. I might check this out because it actually looks like a pretty interesting kind of like dystopian sci-fi.
I mean, I want to watch it because of that too. Plus, I like sci-fi a lot. It's just there's not a lot of good sci-fi. So
Yeah, I mean we're in a drought recently, not just in anime, but like in entertainment in general of good science fiction.
well, just sci-fi
That's a shame.
anime is very
It's very hit or miss.
not just hit or miss. It's just not. There's not a lot of it. You don't get
Yeah,
very
I know-
many
I don't-
sci-fi
I mean,
anime.
Anime tends to lean more on the fantasy side than the sci-fi side, which is a shame because I think that anime is a really good medium for telling sci-fi stories.
It's the way this is tagged as a sci-fi, but I feel like it's not sci-fi.
I mean, maybe it takes place in the near future and there's going to be some kind of futuristic technology. I don't know.
What is Made in Abyss? Is Made in Abyss not fantasy? This is literally just Made in Abyss.
Yes,
What,
Made in Abyss is
sci-fi
fantasy.
too? Okay, if Made in Abyss is sci-fi, then I don't understand what sci-fi is.
I don't know how it's a sci-fi.
Apparently
Like,
it
what
is.
is science fiction about Made in Abyss?
I don't know. Honey,
I think
Go-
it's the fact that sci-fi, for some reason, includes fantasy.
I could agree that.
Oh, wait,
that
are you
Made in
saying
Abyss
that
is science
science is
fantasy,
magic?
but not science fiction?
I knew
no.
it. I knew science was magic.
I mean, technically, what's that
Well-
stupid quote that everyone says? Advanced science is no different than magic or something. Whatever that fucking quote is, right?
Significantly advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Arthur C. Clarke.
Yes, thank you. And it's actually kind of true because I was thinking about that with cell phones recently with my coworker. I was like, you know how fucking crazy cell phones are, man? You ever think about that?
If you took a cell phone from today back to the year 1800, they would literally think you were practicing witchcraft.
Fuck, man, you take a fucking cell phone and just went 100 years ago, right? Just literally two moms ago, your grandma's era with a cell phone, they think you were a fucking magician.
I like how John relates time as how many moms ago it was.
Not that.
Well, I saw a post about it's like, you ever consider that a generation of time, like if you just do your parents and stuff had a kid at 25 and you had a kid at 25, right? You use 25 increments for each parent, and then you think about how many parents ago something was. So like, 100 years ago, that was only, considering your age, there would only be 3 parents ago. That's not a lot of time. That's not a lot
Yeah.
of generations.
No, it's not.
And you think about how much that has changed in the last just 3 parents. 3 moms ago. Like, holy fuck. It is magic. Everything in
Yeah.
this world is magic, all right?
Yeah,
The fact that I can
you're
charge
right
my
though.
phone-
That quote is very true. Any significantly advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah, because I was talking to him about my AirPods, and I was like, how do you, because he was like, how do you charge that? Because I keep it in a case, and I was like, oh, I just charge it with a Qi charger. He's like, what the fuck's a Qi charge? I'm like, oh, you just put it on this pad and it charges it. He's like, how the fuck? You don't have to plug it in? How does electricity? I'm like, well, it creates a little field and it charges through that. And he's like, wait, what? And I'm just like, it's magic, man. It's fucking magic, okay?
Yeah, it's like me trying to explain NFCs to my grandfather one time. Like, it just works.
Well, you got to break it down into like how electricity and data is carried over electricity. It's pretty simple. If you know the concept behind it, it's pretty simple. But yeah, like other people who obviously didn't grow up with this technology, it basically is magic. Like, who could have
Yeah.
thought that you could literally put stuff onto electricity and tell it to go somewhere? What?
Yeah.
That's weird to think
It's like
about.
because it was like when we first got my grandfather a smartphone that had the NFC in it, and I was able to transfer something to his phone just by touching my phone to his. He's like, "How'd you do that? How'd that work?"
Electricity,
You,
in the
you
air,
never
and
even
magic.
plugged them in.
Yeah, I know. Like, it makes sense when you dumb it down to, like, if you connect A to B, obviously A to B is now connected so we can share stuff. But the fact that you could do it wirelessly or, like, through Bluetooth and stuff, like with NFC, that's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
you can literally exchange information through the air nowadays. That's crazy. Anyway, we should probably
Yeah,
move on to
enough of the boomers talking about
Yeah, I
how far
know.
technology has gone.
God.
Not that.
I'll definitely be checking out this anime though, Deep Insanity: The Lost Child.
I'm hoping
even though
it's
it has
the
a
thing.
silly name.
Like,
I am hoping it's literally the thing, just the anime.
That'd be awesome.
Keith David is in the dub cast.
fucking at the end of the
I
credits.
have had it with this voodoo horse shit.
No, at the end of the credits, we just see John Carpenter for Deep Insanity. Like, oh fuck, it was a John Carpenter for anime. Oh fuck.
I would love that. It would be so meta, and I would be so here for it.
God,
John Carpenter doing an anime though, that'd be great.
I made the joke and I hate it. So, all right, speed round, Alex, go.
Yeah, we're an hour into this. Holy fuck!
Do we
All
even
right,
have time for
so-
the speed round?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, speed run, let's go.
All right, so for our rapid fire, my first one is my senpai is annoying. If any of you know anything about me, it's that I am a slice of life whore. This seems like it's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a slice of life with actual fucking adults, and I am all here for it. Also, the main female character is 100% my type, short and flat.
She's a loli.
She's a legal loli.
Oh god. Anyway, speaking of, you know how I fucking discovered this this manga?
Yeah, because you read it, don't you? Or have read
Yeah,
it.
so I discovered it through Dojinshi. So,
Oh, nice.
Not this.
yeah, it was
Why
just
don't you
like,
send me those numbers, sir?
listen, I'm not gonna. I just went to a Dojinshi site and it was like updated and it was like, hey, look, this senpai thing, and I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it. And I was like, oh, that was pretty hot. And I was like, it's based on a manga, and I was like, oh, cool. And I read the manga. I found it through porn. Just
Nice.
wanted to put a little tidbit out there. It's just funny to me. But I
Nice.
really like the senpai. I think he's fucking. I love him. He's a big.
Yeah, he
bear.
seems like he's very boisterous and energetic.
Oh yeah, he's got that big dick energy.
Yeah, and the premise seems to be that they're forced to work together, and at first they don't really like each other, or at least the lowly girl doesn't like the senpai very much, but then they grow to like each other after working together.
And
That seems to be what the premise is.
I'm trying to remember. There's other things that this person does. That's it's the same person that does Dragon Maid, I think.
Oh, the creator?
Yeah, I want to say it's the same person. I don't remember.
I do not believe so. No.
No,
If so, it's not listed here.
it's. I recognize this art from somewhere. I don't remember where though. Anyway,
Anyway,
keep going. Keep going.
yeah,
Speed
anyway.
round. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so John, you're next.
Oh, I thought we were gonna rapid fire 5 and then, but whatever.
Oh, I mean,
Anyway.
I can do it that way. We don't usually, but I can do it that way.
No, let me talk about one that you super hate. I was kicked out of the hero's party, but I wanted to live a slow life. Shin no Nakama Janai to Yusha no party wo
I hate it.
Odasarete not
This
slow
goddamn
life.
title, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I read this. It's not that good. That's it.
Okay. Wait, is it an isekai?
No, it's not an isekai. It's fantasy, but it's pretty
Oh
stupid.
my god. I love the fact that on Annie chart, I don't know if it's on Mal, the one of the tags is literally just heterosexual.
That's a tag.
That's literally the tag.
We love that.
Heterosexual. This is the most heterosexual anime you've ever seen.
Yeah, so it's literally a slice of life based on. So his little sister is the hero, and his power is like, it can help you guide through he's basically a tutorial monster, right? Or a tutorial guide guy. But then once you level past a certain point, you can't help anymore. So he gets kicked out of the hero's party because they're like, hey, you can't help us anymore, and you're kind of a drag. So then he goes and lives in the countryside and lives a slow life. That's literally it. It's boring.
Okay.
Okay. John.
You mean
Or no, John, not John
Nonsense.
Cho. I'm sorry.
I hate it here.
I know who you are.
So I want to talk about Build Divide Code Black, which is basically Yu-Gi-Oh, except the main character has a bunny outfit. So
Okay, so it's like instead of card games on motorcycles, it's card games with bunny outfits.
and you know I love rabbits. They're my favorite animal.
You do. You actually do like rabbits a lot.
We love rabbits. I'm just surprised because usually with card game anime, all the character designs look like garbage. They look like a clown vomited on their face. But this character design actually looks semi-normal. So there's that. Not me getting
looking at
obsessed
the,
with another trading card game. I would
Yeah, I
never
know,
do that.
right? I'm looking at the trailer right now, and like they literally just look like actual anime characters and not like giant fucking tall hair or impossible like hairstyles.
Exactly. It's a normal anime. Oh my god. The synonym for this is build divide hashtag and then like 5 zeros. We love that.
Why though?
Oh, is that the like RGB symbol for black?
That's the hex
Oh my
code for
God.
the color black.
Oh my god, I love Japanese names.
That is literally the hexadecimal code
I
for the
hate
color
it
black.
here. Oh my god.
Fun fact, because I know it, and since it's been brought up, the reason why they chose just 5 zeros or 6 zeros rather as the hexadecimal code for black is because black is defined as the absence of color. That's why they just
We
chose
love
zeros
that
for
tidbit
it.
of information.
Anyway, I guess it's my turn now. So I want to talk about, normally I would be talking about this in my in-depth portion, but I think by now everyone knows how I feel about JoJo's. Yes, JoJo's Part 6 Stone Ocean is coming out. The reason I put it here is because there's been a lot of confusion as to how exactly this is going to be airing outside of Japan. Typically, JoJo's has been a Crunchyroll more or less exclusive, quote-unquote, at least while it's airing. And so far, that hasn't been announced yet. It has been announced that at least sometime in December, they are going to be showing at least the first few episodes of this part on Netflix, and then it's going to be airing monthly in Japan. So what I gather from that is they're going to either at the beginning or the end of every month, they are going to release each arc as its own thing, each story arc within this part as its own thing. Or they're just going to release every month a block of 4 episodes. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, there's been a lot of confusion as to how this is going to go down. And as far as I can tell, at least at the time of this recording, not anything said about how this is going to be airing outside of Japan. There's not even an episode count. There's nothing. One thing I can tell you from, the story is that it's JoJo's Part 6. It takes place in 2011. The main character, Jolene Kujo, is Jotaro Kujo's daughter. Also, a lot of the story takes place in Port St. Lucie, Florida, which is about an hour's drive away from where I live.
So, first of all, check the receipts. Natai was right. He fucking called it.
Okay, yeah, to Ty's credit, he said that it would either start airing in fall 2021 or winter 2022. He was right.
And second off, holy shit, Jolene masturbation scene. Is Netflix going to do it? We don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm very curious as to whether this is going to happen or not. I feel like it probably will, especially if it is airing on Netflix. Like, what censors are they worried about?
Yeah, Netflix literally shows porn, so I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe that's why Crunchyroll doesn't have it and Netflix does, like, just because of that one masturbation scene. Like, it's not even...
Maybe.
I don't know. The
and
internet
it's not
was
even
going,
really a masturbation scene,
Yeah,
but
like,
you can definitely tell what's going on.
I don't know. The internet was going bonkers over it for whatever fucking reason, and I was just like, whatever, dude. I don't really care. We're JoJo's.
Also, a lot of people were kind of I won't say upset, surprised that they didn't go with Romy Park for Jolene's voice actress. They went with Faruzai, who is a Japanese Saudi voice actress.
Yeah, they did.
Go ahead.
The lady that they got to do, because Jolene has been voiced before. Specifically in the video game, the JoJo's Battle, whatever, All-Star Battle, whatever.
All-Star Battle. I forget exactly what it's called. It's a JoJo's Battle Royale is what it is.
Yeah, the JoJo's fighting game. There's that girl who I don't remember, Mai something. Oh my god, I should know her name. She voices a bunch of people I like, but she got shafted and didn't get to voice Jolene, and I was a little. I'm not gonna say I was lit. I was very disappointed, and I don't hate for whatever her fucking name is. I can't pronounce it.
Faruz Ai.
Faruz Ai. I don't hate her voice, but to me, Jolene will always be Mai, so I'm standing that forever. Like, it was canon in the video game, damn it.
Oh, by the way, I do apologize. She's Egyptian, not Saudi.
Yeah, you racist.
But also IRL, a lot like Jolene, she's buff.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, she also voiced Hibiki Sakura in How Heavy at the Dumbbells You Lift, so she seems to really like voicing buff girls.
I mean, I understand why they cast her as Jolene. It makes sense to me. It's just I was disappointed because the original video game voice actress I like a lot more. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people were thinking it might have been Romy Park because in the when Shonen Jump, because Shonen Jump does actual TV commercials for the manga that they're currently publishing. When Stone Ocean was actually in publication in Shonen Jump, she was doing the voice role for Jolene in the commercials. So I think that's why a lot of people thought it was going to be Romy Park.
You know, for a quick fire round, we're going pretty in deep, man. We gotta keep going.
I know. I really should. But anyway, the reason I put it here, aside from in the in-depth where this would normally go, is because a lot of misinformation is out with how exactly this is going to be airing. Also, with the next thing I'm going to be talking about. But before I get to that, John, what do you got?
First of all, Stone Ocean isn't even on MAL, so cannot confirm that it's even airing.
Netflix has said that the first couple episodes are going to be available in Japan in December, so that's why
I know. I'm just doing a callback to what we did earlier. Come on, man. Anyway, so I want to talk about Evolution Fruit Conquering Life Unknowingly. It's trash. There we go. That's all.
Okay.
Love that.
Moving on. Is that really all you want to say about it?
I read the manga. I don't read the light novel because the manga is not even good enough for that. So that's really it. It's literally OPMC. He inherits a house from his grandpa, teleports to another world. He's a fat dude. He kills one monster and then he becomes buff, and now everyone loves him because he's buff. Like, oh wow, ooh, who cares? Ooh, who cares?
All right, fair enough. Show.
I want to talk about this anime called Blue Period, which is a sorry. I hate it here. Okay. I'm not gonna make anyways. Blue Period is about
make that joke.
I'm not
gonna make that joke.
I'm not gonna make the joke. We're not gonna make the joke. Anyways, wow. Blue Period is about a high school boy who is into painting and is having it describes like his struggles towards pursuing a career in painting, which seems very niche and very mature. And it is technically a seinen, but I don't know, the preview it looks like it might be trash, so I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I have a feeling it's gonna be trash, but it had the opportunity to be good.
The main character looks like Astra, whatever the fucking guy from Black Clover.
Sure.
Kinda, I suppose.
I see that.
It's being done by 7 Arcs. Okay, sure.
I don't know. That PV showed me nothing about what this is going to be about.
Right?
What's up with anime trailers dropping and not knowing what the fuck it's going to be about? What the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, it's better than a lot of Hollywood trailers where they literally just show you the entire premise of the goddamn story.
There's no good medium, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like it might be good. I'm interested in the premise.
I don't know. I was sold by the description on Mal where it's there are multiple obstacles that stand in his way of his painting, his parents, his experienced peers. The subject is more deeper than initially expected. I'm like, oh, these are actual obstacles. I'm like, okay, this isn't just a fake premise where the real story is just slice of life. We're actually talking about pursuing a career in art. So that might be it. It looks like it might be deep, but I don't know. We don't know.
Looks like something you might want to give a shot anyway.
We don't know.
I would
I
like
don't
to
even
point.
care.
I would like to point out this is one of the ones that I mentioned earlier that I think Netflix has said that will be releasing weekly. Although I think they specifically meant weekly in Japan. on Netflix. So,
All right, moving on.
yes. So the next one I want to talk about is another one I think a lot of people are hyped for, and that is the second season of Demon Slayer. This is another one that a lot of misinformation or just no information has come out officially about when exactly this is going to be airing. It has been announced that it's going to be a 2-core anime, so 24 episodes. And it is adapting the Entertainment District arc of the manga. From what I understand, it's pretty cool. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know. But yeah, again, this is something that people keep saying it's coming out in fall 2021, but they refuse to give any kind of actual release date.
Yeah, I don't see it on Mal. Huh.
No, I'm looking at it on any chart, and it's like there's very little I can tell you. I know that people are going to be hyped for it when it comes out. I mean, if the first season was anything to go by, and the movie, I've also heard people say that the first few episodes are actually just going to be the Mugen Train movie, and I'm thinking, why?
Yeah, the Mugen Train already came out. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Like, why would you do that?
I guess for the people who didn't watch the movie, they'll just do like a quick breakdown.
For the 5 people on Earth who didn't watch this damn movie.
Hey, I didn't watch the movie yet.
It's on Funimation.
Shh! Don't give me a reason to watch the movie. I'm not gonna watch the movie.
Anyway, I just wanted to put it here just to mention it because I feel like it actually coming out and us not mentioning it would be shitty. But yeah, it's Demon Slayer. I mean, go watch it if you haven't. It's pretty fucking good.
I just hope the music's good. I hope the opening song's good. That's all I care about.
Yeah, right.
Listen, the manga's already ended. We can just go read it. At this point, just go read it.
All right, John, next.
All right. Restaurant to Another World 2 is coming out for whatever reason. No one knows why.
Put that on a list of things we never thought would get a second season.
I really like season 1, so I don't really I don't care what other people think. Season 1 to me was really good just because it's turn your brain off and just watch. Just enjoy the slice of life. They're eating food in a different world, and that's all you got to know. That's really all it is. And it's entertaining. I don't know why I find it entertaining just to watch these characters eat food. And I'm just like, yeah, eat that food. Oh, that looks so good and crispy. Yeah, eat that food.
You should have Gordon Ramsay react to it.
That's literally it. I just turn my brain off and play it in the background as I watch.
Food.
Yeah, no, it's like what people like watching mukbang videos on YouTube. You can't fucking hate me for liking Restaurant to Another World.
That's true. That is very true. All right, show.
So I thought this anime was interesting. It's called The Vampire Dies in No Time. With basically the premise is this vampire hunter goes hunting for a vampire, and when he meets him, he just dies at the slightest shock, and then I guess he gets resurrected. I don't know how that works. And he's just so weak that the vampire hunter decides to bring him along with him, and they go vampire hunting together. It's supposed to be a comedy, but the preview had no comedic elements to it at all. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, the vampire hunter is kind of cute, but I really don't know how to feel about this. I don't know. That's all that's there.
All right.
I hate myself.
Good enough. Moving on. So I want to talk about part 2, or the second core of 8686. I don't know why it's written out like this. It's written with the numbers 86 colon and then 86 spelled out. I don't know why it's written like that. I don't understand. Anyway, so this is the second part, obviously, to 86, which came out earlier this year. I kind of slept on it. I know a lot of people slept on the first part of this when it came out. I only recently started watching the first part myself, and I'm hooked enough to keep going. I won't say that it's absolutely spectacular, but it's definitely got me hooked enough to where I want to see where it goes. One thing I do want to point out, and John, this might be a good reason for you to get involved in it, is that the music is awesome. It's Hiroyuki Sawano, and it's exactly what you would expect from a Hiroyuki Sawano OST.
Wasn't it just his birthday like a couple weeks ago?
This week, actually. It was, we're recording this on the 15th, so it was 2 days ago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I thought I saw his birthday pop up somewhere.
Yes. Anyway,
I don't
that's
know,
really
man.
the only reason I wanted to point it out, because I actually recently started watching the first part of this, and I kind of like it so far. I really like the character designs as well.
Listen, Recreators has just turned me off. Like, it doesn't matter if you slap Hiroyuki Sawano. Like, yes, I understand the music's going to be fucking slapping, but you got to have more than that, man. Recreators has really just soured me to the whole experience.
It wasn't Guilty Crown or Al Noah Zero. Recreators really was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I don't know.
because-
Al Noah Zero was like the first crack in the armor.
No. So Guilty Crown itself, I just hate the anime. Like, the music slaps. Don't get me wrong. I love the music from the OST, but God, I hate the anime. And then I'll Noah Zero. I like the first 3 episodes. So, the one with what's that guy's name? Urobuchi?
Yeah, Gen Urobuchi wrote the first 2 episodes. 2 or 3 episodes.
I think it was the first 2, and that's why they're good.
Yeah, I like how people were trying to blame him for how bad it was. He's like, fuck it. The last, I didn't do any of that shit.
Yeah, he literally did the good episodes. So, but yeah, it was after Recreators, because I was like, all right, you know what? Sawano's on it. It can't be too bad. Like, I did like I'll Know Zero's first 2 episodes, and Guilty Crown I didn't like it all, to be honest, just because because it. I really should do a whole episode just shit talking Guilty Crown.
Not this.
You say this like every so often, and I'm like, just do it already. God
It's
damn
because it's so no one understands why it's bad. All right, I understand people like it because of whatever reason, but I need people to understand why I think it's bad.
Maybe I should finally
speaking.
watch it myself, so we can just do a spoiler cast where
let's
you
do
just
it.
shit on the whole thing.
I'm ready.
Oh God, I'm ready. I don't want to rewatch it though.
Me neither.
My main excuse was quite literally the last 13 episodes of Guilty Crown I had to physically force myself to watch, and it caused me physical pain.
Oh no.
Wow.
So
All right.
that's
Moving on. So yeah, 86 Part 2 is coming out this season, and I will eventually get around to watching that. So John, what do you got?
Hey man, you like ASMR?
Yes.
'Cause
No, not
now
really,
there's
though.
now there's anime ASMR. Can I make your ears happy in 180 seconds?
Why you have to say it like
So
that?
What?
Can I make your ears happy? I mean, ASMR is already weird, but that makes it weirder.
That's the English title. Can I make your ears happy in 180 seconds?
I hate it here.
I believe this is going to be an anime short, so it's probably going to be like 5 or 10 minute episodes.
Well, it
3
should be
minutes
3
apiece.
minutes if you do the
that's
math.
180 seconds, John.
Well, I meant like, because,
OPED.
Never mind.
Okay, never mind.
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be like 180. It's going to be a 5-minute show then, but it's in the vein of, how every season, every other season, I guess, there's like a show that comes out that's like, it's like point of view, like anime. Like there's that one where you're greeted by like your younger sisters or whatnot, or the one where you're working out. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in the same vein as that type of like, this is like a point of view anime, and I don't know why they decided to make an ASMR one. I guess it's popular in Japan. People like ASMR stuff, but
ASMR is super popular. Just ask all the VTubers.
I understand that, but I don't know why you'd want an anime ASMR. Like,
Hell, Ollie spent like, I think, $500 on an ASMR mic.
Honey, it's called a drama CD.
yeah. So it's gonna have like little sister ASMR, older sister ASMR, Onechi, like mom-esque role, MILF-esque. There we go. That's what I wanted to say.
So essentially, since you said this is first person, so from what I'm gathering here, reading the synopsis, it's essentially the main character is showing you as a viewer how recording ASMR is done.
And then they just do ASMR, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know who this. I
Anime
know
of
who
the
this was
season.
made for. I know who this was made for. I know what makes you happy. Shut up. I do not respect your opinion.
Wow. All right, show.
So I was really interested in this anime called Deiji Meets Girl, which looks like a super cute little slice of life romance between a city boy and a country girl. And there's also this like supernatural occurrences occurring. It's like super cutesy, adorable. The only problem is that it's 1 minute per episode, and
Wow.
I don't have like anything that's that short per episode. Like the plot is going to be like zero, so I don't have the patience to watch this. But otherwise, it could have been cute.
I like how Deiji, it says here in the synopsis, Deiji is an Okinawan word that means totally or very.
Oh my god, it's like totally,
Exactly.
totally.
I hate it.
From what I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but like Okinawa is sort of like Japan's Hawaii. Like things just go slower there. People have a very slower pace of life on Okinawa than anywhere else in Japan.
Okinawan dialect is hilarious.
I've heard that too. Like the Okinawan dialect has some really funny sounding words in it. I don't know. I wanted to point that out because I'd love to go to Okinawa at some point. It seems like a really great island.
You just go to Hawaii, you get the same
Not
treatment.
bad.
I mean, that's what I've been told. All right, so the last one I want to talk about is brace your buttholes, everybody.
Oh God.
I want to talk about World's End Harem. Now, if you thought redo of Healer caused a bit of a stir, we might get another bit of a stir with World's End. I keep wanting to call it World End Harem, but it's World's End Harem. So as the title would suggest, the world has ended, and someone's got to make a harem. So the premise of this is that some guy goes into what's called cold sleep, which I'm assuming is essentially like
Cryostasis.
Cryostasis. And when he wakes up, he realizes that the world has been ravaged by a virus called the MK, or male killer virus, that has killed like 99% of all men on planet Earth. And so the whole premise of the story from there revolves around repopulation, and you guys know what repopulation means.
Ooh, this anime sucks.
It means lots of tits and ass, and there was copious amounts of it in the trailer, which is behind an age gate on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, like the manga is actually very popular, so I've read like 2 chapters and I dropped it because it's literally just porn. There's nothing to it. There's no substance. It's just porn.
It's funny if you look at the studio that's making this, or one of the 2 studios that's making this. The thing they made right before this is a movie for Keniro, which is so wholesome, and this will not be wholesome. Anyway, I wanted to bring that up because I'm sure that this will be causing some stir. It's also airing on Crunchyroll, which I do. There's a part of me that's like, are we gonna get a redo of Healer thing where there, or not redo of Healer, interspecies reviewers thing where they license it without realizing what they've licensed, and after 2 or 3 episodes, like, no, shut it down.
No, I definitely think Crunchyroll knows what they're doing, because How Not to Summon Demon Lord Omega came out, and they even had the uncensored version airing on Crunchyroll, so they know what they got themselves into. They're like, fuck it, ass and titty sells, we're gonna make some money. They're trying to recoup their losses.
I'll be perfectly honest, the only reason I'm going to watch this is because it's going to have ass and titties in it.
You're a very simple man.
I am a very simple man with very simple pleasures.
Or rather, I'm really thinking that they're going to release, like, obviously here's the 4TV mix, and then they're going to have the less censored one. Like, it's not going to be completely uncensored, because it's generally reserved for Blu-ray sales, so.
And I don't think in Japan, I could be wrong about this because I wasn't able to find anything definitive about it. I think in Japan this is airing on ATX, which is like a premium cable station. So there probably is going to be like a 100% uncensored version that does air. I just don't know if it's going to air outside of Japan. At least not until the Blu-rays come out.
Not until the Blu-ray comes out, for sure. There's no way.
Yeah. I mean, there's always... never mind. Moving on, John.
Holy shit, Blade Runner Black Lotus is finally coming out, apparently. So this is something I didn't find on Mal. It was on AniChart, which is like weird. I mean, we've known Black Lotus was coming out for a long time, like ever since Blackout came out, which was, I thought Blackout was actually not too bad, but
I thought Blackout was really good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, the internet didn't think so. But then again, the internet is wrong about a lot of things. I'm pretty hyped for Black Lotus just because it's
Blade Runner,
directed
man.
by it's Blade Runner. Fuck, man, I've been waiting for a Blade Runner anime for so fucking long. Like, it takes place in LA 2032, so you know, that has nothing
So like
to do with
modern day LA, full of homeless
modern day
people.
LA. Yeah. I mean, what else can I say? It's Blade Runner, man. Black Lotus is gonna be some girl who wakes up and is gonna be in kind of like a major situation where it's like she has no memories. She may or may not be a replicant. Like 99.9% sure she's a replicant. If she wakes up with no memories and has deadly skills, like, duh.
I also want to
you
say,
seen
so
Blade Runner?
this is full CGI, but the animation, at least in the trailer, is very fluid.
Yeah, like, it doesn't look amazing CG, but it doesn't look horrendous. Like, it's not Fist of the North Star CGI.
No.
Or Berserk 2016.
Also being directed by Shinji Aramaki, aka the director of Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, and it's being produced by the man himself, Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah, like, it's got the power play. Plus, it's produced by Adult Swim and Crunchyroll, so it's apparently going to be airing on both platforms. The trailer has a Japanese dub on it, so I don't know if they're going to do a simuldub where they're going to have an English cast, and then in Japan they're obviously going to air in Japanese.
My thought is, again, this hasn't been announced, but my thinking about this is the Japanese dub is going to air on Crunchyroll. The English dub is going to air on Adult Swim on TV. That's what I think is going to happen.
All I really care about is that it's Blade Runner, dude. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah,
I've been waiting so long.
The fact that so many people are harping on this because of its animation it's fucking Blade Runner, dude. Blade Runner is one of the greatest science fiction movies ever made, and we're getting anime adaptations of it, like not of the actual movie itself, but adaptations of stories that take place in this world. Come on, what more could you ask for?
More. I want more Blade Runner.
You literally just want Decker to just pop out of nowhere.
Hell yeah, that'd be so cool. Anyway, I hope in the English dub they bring on Ryan Reynolds. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm super hyped about this too. Again, just fucking Blade Runner, man. All right, show.
So this anime is a thing. It's called Reincarnated into Demon King Evalogia's World. And it's a yaoi between a muscle daddy man and a femboy Shota. So already we have problems. Also, this is going to be apparently an explicit anime with explicit scenes.
So it's porn.
I'm
Basically,
very...
yeah.
Okay, first of all, when I first saw this, I was like, is this really going to go where I think it's going to go? So it's based on a manga, so I started skimming through the manga. And I didn't find the explicit scenes they were talking about. And like, the Shota is like, doesn't seem to be sexualized. It just seems that the muscle daddy man just gets naked all the time. But I don't know where this is going to go, quite frankly. And I'm not interested in finding out. So I just thought this was interesting. Also, the muscle daddy man looks like he's a bottom. I'm just saying. He's like,
What?
in the
Wow.
poster, he's like fully in Lil Nas X position to be like topped. So I don't know.
Wow.
With this,
Are we
with his
are
cum
we like
gutters.
shaming power bottoms though?
It's just not what I expected. But no shame, honey. You can
Yeah,
be
fair
whatever
enough.
position you want to be. Except no with people your own age.
Well, yes, or at least
yeah.
above the age of consent.
We love that. Okay.
No. He's a demon lord. He's obviously 1,000 years old. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. This is fine.
Well, the premise is that he
No.
met the demon lord as a child. So
Yikes.
the
Yikes.
actual
proven.
demon
That's-
lord was like an adult,
Whew.
but he met him when he was a child. So
Whew.
awkward.
All right. Well, that's our fall preview, boys and girls. I'm sure we missed some things that other people were looking forward to. I guess let us know below if there's anything that you were looking forward to that we didn't talk about. And we've gone over an hour and a half on this. Holy fuck. I am so sorry, John.
I will end us because we talked too much about the shows. Because we've actually got a lot of shows coming up that is actually pretty hype. So
yeah,
I knew it was going to run long. It's fine.
I can only imagine what winter 2022 is going to be like because there's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to there. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you all for dropping in to listen to us. Check the description below to find links to Anime Club After Dark on Twitch, on social media, and on Discord. Check out our merch store and our affiliate links as well. Any purchases you make there do really help us out. With that, I have been your host, Alex, and I will see you next time. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
There's too many damn anime.